this like Barbie yard, right? So we're shifting. Like I noticed like the mass culture is like it's shifting on that spectrum. So also this shift here, like maybe we're at a critical point where people are like ready for like the new sexy is like the permaculture yard.
Yeah.
Where it's like all, as a man, all the ladies are like, oh, Daniel, because and then you're looking at and the ladies you're valuing are like they're in the permaculture too, and you're like, ooh, my partner, I don't know her name, but that becomes our new sexy, our new like thing we're putting into our consciousness is like this, what's beautiful, like we're opening our range of beauty here in America, at least at Target. Right, where's Target's muddy or messy permaculture above their vegetable section, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the new trend. We should hit up Target's
Yeah.
leadership and be
Oh, yeah,
like,
Target, but, yeah, no, and that's what I hope for is this cultural shift, because culture is shifting. It's hard to tell in what direction, especially when you watch the news and stuff, which I don't very often. But yeah, that's my biggest inspiration to do this project and to work with you and learn from you, and um, is to practice what I preach, and I have this vision, and to demonstrate that I haven't been doing it very long. I found this on my own. Nobody said, hey, you should try this out, but like you know it's possible for anyone to pick it up and run with it, and having these conversations is important to um, further along our culture, and empower this movement.
well, and you as a young guy, man, like I think you're starting to live like an attractive lifestyle of what you're doing. So more people will pay attention and be like, oh yeah, what's he doing? Yeah. Like look how good he's feeling, you know? You're mentioning like your whole like self is more in a better space now, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I've never had such joy in my life, and I went through a phase here on Big Island where I was straight up broke for 3 months. I didn't have a dollar to my name, but I was living in the forest, farming the land, and I I've had no complaints. I was supremely happy. I was blessed that friends helped me fill up my gas tank here and there so I can get around, but I didn't have money to go out to downtown, have beers and listen to music, or like, I don't. I'm a pretty simple guy. That's at that time that was my only exciting adventure that I could really spending money on. But yeah, to live with essentially, the main resource that most of us depend on, and but to be reconnected with the land, to be able to feed myself and cultivate food and fruit, like walking around the forest and harvesting like 12 lilikoi a day, passion fruit, mangoes, and all this stuff, and like just to be in the forest, and it was such a unique experience because some of the most depressed times of my life were when I was broke. So it was such a breakthrough to like live without money for a few months, and then but have this joy,
You'll own nothing, but you'll be happy.
Yeah. In a different sense.
Yeah, yeah, maybe that is the breakthrough. Maybe that is the great reset. I mean, you reset yourself this way, and now like see this, and I don't know. So I go through some dark times too, but when like this class is happening and there's 7 people that are just like tuned in, and I know that what we're doing here is going to like stick with everybody, and that they're like, you'll be a different person to go back to like understand solutions for these things, and spreading it. So it brings me a lot of hope during this time of like and upliftment to be here teaching, especially everyone that's really wanting it. And I was just at HFUU convention, and just to be around people that are like uplifted, and I was seeing how much the Korean natural farming had changed that landscape on Maui, they had a 200 pig no smell pig pen, and they were using KNF in like a lot of their different practices there, like on their different plants from all kinds of things. So understanding like you know yeah, like doing the work, but then also sharing it also has a lot of joy. And then to see like here on this office hours, who's here? Got Mitchell. What's up, Mitchell? Horace, how was it? Have faith. Um, Cecily, the Goof Man. Hey, the Goof Man's awesome, by the way. He helped me clean up KNF support the other day. Um, Jake Bass. So all these people and Tom Hato, holy makahiki ho. So all these folks tuning in, and then I asked the class the other day. I was like, "Who's listening to Office Hour?" And like most people raise their hand, right?
Yeah,
And so seeing this grow like this also gives me hope, like doing this, seeing this.
absolutely. Yeah, this course this week has been really inspiring to meet people from all around the world. There's people here from Nova Scotia, Brazil, Louisiana. You know, in fact, the majority of people are from Off Island, which I think is really cool. And then also tuning into office hours in the past, and seeing people from all over the world. It's really cool to see this community flourishing and growing, um, and the diversity and how it's out there and it is growing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hopeful. It's good. I mean, it's like, yeah, that Ishmael, like, my recollection of that is this one scene where a train's flying off a cliff, and the people inside are like, "Oh, it's so peaceful. Oh, it's so great," because they can't really see outside to realize they derailed and they're barreling down a cliff. And then I feel like to a degree we're like just waking up to be like, oh, this part of our lives with monetary system, everything coming up, it's just like learning the basics, which I consider Korean natural farming pretty basic, but it's something that's been forgotten, right? If I always shop at the grocery store, like I don't even think, but like the basics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool.
We have some class members arriving from working with.
Yeah, so yeah, there's the video's cut. I don't know what happened to the camera, but I tried to bring it out here. But you guys, why don't you grab a chair and just we can jump in here.
Is there anything I can do to troubleshoot,
You can try and fix the camera. It's this, yeah, this here. Um, but yeah, so